Chapter 154. The Remaining Counsellors. But one of the remaining wanting to do good counsellors got up on the third day and said to the others, "Listen to me, you counsellors who, including me, want to do good. According to the message which was brought to us by the gate guards, we have seen that our 650 brothers migrated without the slightest problem. Nothing has hindered their steps and strides. We now know that they have succeeded in their intellectual victory. But whether we will succeed in doing justice in the same way is not yet written anywhere. Whether in the end we will not be met according to the words of the departed fellow counsellor, that is also not written anywhere. I therefore believe we also should choose to take the safe way out and bravely follow the example of our brothers, than to await the highly questionable outcome of our intended well-doing exercise. It is with no doubt better to leave as lords than to be driven out as contemptible deceivers of the people. But another rose against the first speaker and said, "Friend, you are talking without considering the favourable circumstance for us, which consists therein that we are now standing before the people in a quite favourable position, being able to unload all the shamefulness and tyrannical arbitrariness in state administration onto our fled brothers, and on top of it, can turn this to our benefit, and can, without the slightest demur, say that we would have driven the brutes out ourselves by our power of speech, to re-establish the old divine order as it had once existed under Lamech. And the fatal truth that we have to tell the people, we can now roll without negative consequences and without ill effects onto our departed brothers. And we are then standing before the people only as exceptional benefactors, but not as wicked tyrants who had so outrageously oppressed the people in every way. With such effective explanation, the people will only have to cheer us, and will certainly not take up stones or rods. This is now the most innocent and least harmful of the world, and the purpose is in complete accordance with the will of God. What do we want more? Therefore, let's act, and everything must go well. And the first speaker replied to him, "For this seemingly beneficial circumstance, I wish you a lot of luck, and quite extraordinary good weather on top of it. But that I will keep my distance from such your seeming translucent speech to the people, you can have in writing by me on a bronze plaque still today. Haven't you heard what the speaker who left already had said, what every liar had to expect from the 10 messengers? But if you want to lie to the people in our favour, question, have you already talked to the 10 and obtained assurance from them that they will not immediately turn you at such an occasion into a burning torch? Have we not always been the most malicious and domineering part? Wasn't it mainly us who introduced idolatry, created the police, and determined all the excessive taxes? And now we are supposed to pass it all on to the departed ones, who have always been better than us. I congratulate you. Do what you want, but I will go. And who else? Here, another 250 got up and moved away with wives and children and many servants. They met the 10 in one of the streets and were asked, "Where are you going?" And they said, "With your permission, where the world comes to an end. We are not allowed to lie, so it's better for us to be good than bad." And the 10 let them go unhindered, and did not even turn around to look at them again.